Hey friends, I'm excited to be part of the Free Methodist Church USA. I just wanted to share a few of the supports that our national network of churches is providing to all of our churches during this era of pandemic. Our bishops have produced a number of amazing and encouraging videos. Each of these videos provide practical perspective, good spiritual insight, and ways that we can deal with the coronavirus. Bishops Matt Whitehead, Linda Adams, and Keith Cowart were elected to lead our national movement less than a year ago. Each have been thrust into an extraordinary circumstance, but have stepped up with true grace, poise, and wisdom as we are facing perhaps the most challenging time that our nation and certainly our churches have faced in 100 years. It's worthwhile to listen to them, so be sure to tune in. Nationally, the Free Methodist churches have embraced online worship and ways of connecting virtually that have never been done before. Most of the churches in our California and Nevada network have embraced virtual means of gospel communication, and most of our members in our churches and their friends are going to their virtual church with their local congregation from the comfort of their own living room, or sometimes discomfort from the shelter-in-place experience. However, many are also discovering that at the same time, there are churches that their friends have been visiting, or even across the entire nation, that now we can visit as well. You're saving time commuting to church, so you actually have some additional time on your hands that you can engage fully in the act of worship. So I encourage you to give it a shot. Do attend and financially support your local church and make that an important part of your spiritual life. But explore others too. It's fun. It's rewarding to experience the diverse array of how the different Christ followers around the country, around the world, even from the same movement, the same Free Methodist Church, are expressing in very different ways their love for God and others. Another amazing opportunity you have through the Free Methodist Church is to experience the award-winning Light and Life magazine. And now, Light and Life magazine is completely online, and it's completely free. You can subscribe by way of email and receive digital versions of Light and Life magazine. It is well produced. It is always informative. It's multilingual, and it's an inspiring publication every single month. Don't be bashful. If you already receive Light and Life magazine by way of paper, you won't be receiving it by way of paper this month and for several months to come. During COVID-19, Light and Life has gone completely virtual. So don't miss an issue. It won't cost you a thing, but sign up. The Free Methodist Church is also redirecting significant funds and significant energy to aid its churches all around the world. Now, during the coronavirus shelter-in-place rulings, as you know, you're experiencing it. Many of our churches are experiencing a significant financial difficulty. But through the foresight of our denominational leaders over the years, our national network has been able to retain some reserves that will allow the church as a whole to weather this significant storm of financial downturn. We do anticipate that the nation and the world will suffer significant economic loss, and the church is not exempt from this. We know people will contribute faithfully, even sacrificially, regardless of the difficult circumstances. Nonetheless, we also know that we're contributing sacrificially and faithfully in many places from less income. We've lost jobs. So we're already planning. And in the midst of this coronavirus epidemic, our national church is leveraging its resources to help conferences and local churches. The National Prayer Network has been hosting daily prayer. You can join in as spiritual leaders from around the world and around the nation are leading brief times of prayer on Facebook. Now, you don't need Facebook to pray, but it is encouraging to experience spiritual life in these different ways. And this Thursday, April 23 at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific Time for those of us in the nub, our Board of Bishops will be delivering a live telecast entitled Embracing Our Opportunities, Moving Ahead in this New Season of Ministry. And I guarantee you will not want to miss what these great leaders have to share. Be sure you tune in. It won't cost a thing. Just go to their Free Methodist Church Facebook page, and you'll see how to do it. Now, links to all of these things that I've mentioned are located in the description below. I encourage you to pop on each one and find where they take you, because they'll take you to really good places. I know that a national trend long before this pandemic has been framing our ministry and culture has been a decline of the felt need for respect and trust of Christian denominations. The Free Methodist Church is a denomination. That is, a connection of like-minded Christ followers with centralized leadership and resourcing that help guide and connect a national and global movement. That's what a denomination is. When things are going really well for everybody and the economy is booming and everybody's laughing and able to be fairly self-sufficient, it's really easy to believe that I or me and mine or my local church can simply do everything on our own by ourselves. We have no need of being connected and don't want the baggage that comes with being in relationship with others. And so we're especially inclined to reject being part of a large group or organization if it costs us something and we don't see an immediate reward. But in a time of difficulty, especially, having wise and sound leadership to guide the national network, it's priceless and literally life-saving. Having the muscle and support of a national network during a time of loss and pain, it's critical for our well-being. Having the spiritual energy that flows from a well-connected group in solid communication beyond the local walls give power, spiritual strength, and confidence to the largest megachurch all the way down to the smallest group of 20 people meeting in a living room. Being able to contribute to a larger cause and know that the contributions are wisely, ethically, and soundly deployed for causes that are aligned with those that you believe in. It's comforting and empowering. I love being part of a larger network, uniting individual believers, local churches, regional networks, and national connections to a global movement. I love the Free Methodist Church, now more than ever. Well, this is Superintendent Mark Adams of the Network of Undeniable Blessing, the Free Methodist Churches of Northern California and Nevada. Be sure to follow those links, find some amazing national network connections, and be the undeniable blessing.